I sing as one voice, especially, I don't know about you, but I grew up on songs like that, and sometimes I think that the church is doing us a disservice by not singing them as much. But you know, every time we sing it, I keep thinking, man, if a crowd this size truly lived their life as if redeeming love was truly our theme, then how could we not change the world? And I sometimes wonder, do we understand what redeeming love is? Is it something that we just take for granted? For me, redeeming love is that kind of love that says, no matter how good we are at screwing things up, there's a God that won't give up on us. It's an unconditional love that says no matter where you come from, what kind of church you may belong to or don't belong to, no matter what baggage you may carry, no matter what your past may hold, that this great big God still sees worth and value in our lives enough to die for. I guess the whole concept of unconditional love kind of came to life for me when I became a parent. I have 5 kids, which I know, right? People cheer like I just did a stunt or something. Wow, that's unbelievable. Got our money's worth. No, my oldest is my 9-year-old son, Sam. I have a 6-year-old little girl named Gracie, a 5-year-old little boy named Charlie, a 2-year-old little girl named Sophie, and a 7-week-old little boy named Miles. I think I got them all right. That sounds right. And our house is like a circus you don't want to leave. It's pretty nuts all the time. And we're trying to get a reality show on the Discovery Channel, so if anybody know anybody, we're about 10 kids away and we should have it. But, pray for my wife. But, no, I'm kidding. You know, I love my family so much, and I've learned a few things about patience and unconditional love. Some things you may not realize, and I'm going to share my incredible wisdom with you right now. For example, there's a huge difference between boys and girls. Did you know that? I know, this is shocking news. Like with my boys, if I upset them, there's about a 3-second window where they're actually kind of mad, then they start wagging their tail as if nothing ever really happened, right? It's like nothing Mountain Dew can't cure. And boys are like a notch above pets. You feed them, they're pretty much happy, right? There are grown men going, nothing really changes when you get older. It's just more food. Now with my girls, there's about a 10-day waiting period if I upset them, and I'm not sure why that is. It's, I just stay out of the way and pray nothing gets broken. But there's something very special with my kids. There's something definitely very unique between a father and his daughters. I love my kids the same, but it's just different with my girls. I'm very protective of my girls, and maybe it's because we've been a band for over 16 years, and we've seen over the years how Satan will target our girls in ways that we guys cannot understand sometimes. Things that we may think aren't a big deal. For girls, man, they have this pressure of how to look, how to act, what to wear, what size they can be, what to eat, what not to eat. Things that we may think, you know, that's insignificant, but we've literally seen girls lose their lives over the years trying to keep up. And maybe it's because it's on my radar because I have daughters now. This freaks me out. I can already see my 6-year-old Gracie. She'll see something on TV and she's like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. My 6-year-old life will be complete if I have that. Everybody I know has whatever that is. I'm like, you're 6, you know like 8 people, and I'll call every one of them to see if they've got whatever it is you need. Get to the bottom of this. It's cute now, but there's going to come a time when this is very real. And it's a very big deal in her life. And man, I hope and pray that my wife and I, that we do our job now, never allowing them to question if they're loved, never questioning if God cares for them, so that when those moments come later in life or whenever they come, that as natural as it is to breathe, the first thing that'll come to mind is that her God is much bigger than whatever she's facing. And so this next song was actually written for my daughters, just reminding them that they are beautiful in the eyes of Christ and that they are made for so much more than whatever the world may throw their way. And some of you guys may be thinking, is this like a Women of Faith conference? What's going on here? And no, it's not. There's a point. When I finished the song, I realized this song applies to every single one of us, whether you're a 6-year-old little girl or a 90-year-old man, because we've all been there. We've all felt those moments in our life when we just feel unlovable or unworthy or not enough. It's coming later. But we never seem to forget the first time we ever got our heart broken. And we'll go to great lengths to make sure it doesn't happen again. And we get so concerned and so wrapped up that we may get hurt, that we all of a sudden our identity becomes whatever the world may say about us or whatever the situation may require of us, instead of being what God desires of us. And if you know Christ, that is completely selling God short. If you forget everything that happens tonight, I pray that you remember one thing, and that's there's a very big God who threw the stars to the night. And there's a God that is so huge that He and only He tells the sun when to shine. And that same huge, ginormous, incredible, awesome, infinite God is madly in love with you. He is not just in love with your potential